Toilet seniors, your masturbation routine may be worsening your nighttime urination. Waking up constantly to pee, your quiet nighttime habit might be the surprising culprit. There's a silent frustration many of us face as we age, those endless trips to the bathroom that shatter a peaceful night's sleep. You might blame your kidneys or simply getting older. Today, we're exposing a hidden connection between a common, private routine and your interrupted sleep, offering a breakthrough insight that could reclaim your nights and your vitality. Welcome to Top Senior Health. I'm Dr. Sophia, an endocrinologist dedicated to empowering older Americans with honest, actionable truths that truly make a difference in your daily life and well-being. We believe in getting to the root cause, not just treating symptoms. Let's uncover the surprising link affecting your rest. 1. The pelvic floor's secret tension, more than just weakness. When men, particularly those over 50, start experiencing frequent nighttime urination, the immediate thought often jumps to a weak bladder, an enlarged prostate, or even just accepting it as an unavoidable part of getting older. You might find yourself doing Kegel exercises, hoping to strengthen things, but still waking up constantly. Here's a surprising twist. Sometimes the issue isn't a weak pelvic floor, but one that's overly tight or chronically tense due to consistent forceful stimulation, inadvertently contributing to your nighttime bathroom trips. Think of your pelvic floor muscles like a hammock supporting your bladder, prostate, and bowels. During certain activities, these muscles contract rhythmically. If this contraction is intense, prolonged, or happens very frequently, it can lead to a state of chronic tension, much like clenching your jaw all day. This constant gripping doesn't allow the muscles to fully relax. An overcontracted pelvic floor muscle can directly irritate the bladder and prostate, making them feel fuller sooner than they actually are, especially when you lie down at night and your body settles. It's not about strengthening a weakness, it's about releasing an unseen tightness. This hidden tension can become a silent orchestrator of your nocturnal awakenings. You're not necessarily producing more urine. Instead, your bladder is receiving false alarms from these overactive, tense muscles. The continuous interruptions to your sleep lead to chronic fatigue, irritability, and a diminished quality of life. You feel constantly tired, perhaps even a bit foggy-headed, all while wondering why your efforts to strengthen are having no effect on your broken sleep. Consider Frank, a spry 68-year-old who was perplexed. He religiously did his Kegels, believed he was strong, yet woke up 4 to 5 times every night. His wife gently pointed out his intense, habitual nighttime routine. After discussing this with his doctor, who explained pelvic floor tension, Frank realized his muscles were in a constant state of low-grade spasm. By learning to relax these muscles and adjusting his routine, he saw his nighttime awakenings drop significantly, finally getting the restorative sleep he desperately needed. Instead of focusing solely on strengthening, explore techniques to relax and release tension in your pelvic floor muscles. This might involve mindful breathing, gentle stretching, or even adjusting the intensity and technique of your personal routine to avoid excessive straining, allowing those critical muscles to find their natural relaxed state. Overly tense pelvic floor muscles, potentially from chronic stimulation, can irritate your bladder and worsen nighttime urination, highlighting the need for relaxation, not just strength. 2. The bladder's miscommunication, a nerve symphony gone awry. When that urge to urinate strikes repeatedly at night, most men, especially those over 50, automatically think it's a bladder problem. You might assume your bladder is shrinking or simply can't hold as much as it used to, accepting this as an inevitable sign of aging or a weak kidney. The surprising truth is, your nighttime urination might not be about the volume of urine at all. It could be a miscommunication in the nerve signals between your pelvic region and your brain, triggered by certain habits. Think of the bladder and the pelvic floor as part of a delicate neurological network. The pudendal nerve, for example, heavily innervates both the pelvic floor and the external genitalia. Frequent or intense stimulation in this area can lead to a heightened state of nerve sensitivity in the entire pelvic region. This constant buzz can create an overactive bladder reflex, causing your bladder to signal full to your brain, even when it's only partially filled. It's like a faulty alarm system that goes off prematurely, especially when your body is trying to relax and switch into sleep mode. This isn't just a kidney issue, it's a neurological symphony out of tune. This continuous miscommunication translates directly into those frustrating nighttime awakenings. You're dragged out of deep sleep, not because your bladder is truly overflowing, but because it's being tricked by overstimulated nerves into believing it is. The cumulative effect is devastating. Chronic sleep deprivation, a constant feeling of exhaustion, and a diminished ability to focus during the day. This isn't just about discomfort. It chips away at your mental clarity, your mood, and your overall resilience, leaving you feeling less sharp and more vulnerable. Consider Sam, a 66-year-old retired engineer who meticulously managed his fluid intake before bed, yet still faced repeated trips to the bathroom. He felt defeated, believing his bladder was just giving out. After speaking with a pelvic health specialist, he learned about the nerve-bladder connection and his own intense nighttime routine. By adopting a gentler approach and incorporating relaxation techniques, Sam began to experience longer stretches of uninterrupted sleep, realizing his bladder wasn't failing him, his nerves just needed a calmer signal. To reset this neural communication, consider modifying the intensity or timing of your personal routine, especially before bed. Allow your pelvic nerves a chance to settle before you attempt to sleep. Incorporate relaxation techniques into your evening to calm your nervous system, allowing your bladder to send accurate signals and promoting truly restorative sleep. Frequent or intense stimulation can oversensitize pelvic nerves, causing your bladder to send false, full signals and disrupting your nighttime sleep. 3. The sleep cycle saboteur, beyond just waking up to urinate. When you wake up repeatedly to use the restroom, your immediate frustration is often directed at the bathroom trips themselves. You might focus solely on reducing fluid intake before bed or trying different prostate supplements, believing that if you can just stop the urination, your sleep problems will vanish. The real problem extends far beyond the act of urinating. The very habit you engage in before bed might be disrupting your brain's ability to enter deep, restorative sleep, making you more prone to waking up regardless of your bladder's actual fullness. Think of your brain's sleep centers. For deep, uninterrupted sleep, your nervous system needs to transition into a calm, parasympathetic state. Activities involving heightened sensory stimulation, even seemingly innocuous ones, can activate your sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response, just before you try to sleep. This subtle physiological arousal can make it harder for your brain to switch off completely. While your body might eventually drift to sleep, it often remains in a lighter, more easily disturbed state. This means that even a minor bladder signal, which your brain might ignore in deep sleep, becomes a full-blown wake-up call when you're just lightly dozing. It's not the urination that's waking you, it's a pre-sleep activity priming your brain to wake up. The true cost isn't just a few bathroom trips. It's the chronic fragmentation of your sleep cycle. This constant disruption prevents your body from repairing itself, consolidating memories, and balancing hormones effectively. You wake up feeling unrested, foggy, and irritable. Over time, this cumulative sleep debt can increase your risk of mood disorders, cognitive decline, and even weaken your immune system, profoundly impacting your ability to enjoy your golden years and feel truly vibrant. You're losing more than just sleep. You're losing critical recovery time. Consider Jim, a 73-year-old who diligently avoided liquids after 6 p.m., yet still found himself pacing to the bathroom multiple times a night. He was at his wits' end, feeling perpetually exhausted. After a consultation, Dr. Sophia gently suggested evaluating his wind-down routine, specifically his habit of intense personal activity right before bed. Jim decided to shift this routine to earlier in the evening, giving his body hours to decompress before sleep. Within a few weeks, he noticed a dramatic improvement in his sleep depth and a reduction in nighttime trips, realizing his pre-bed habits were the real saboteur, not his bladder. Shift your personal routine to earlier in the evening, allowing at least 2 to 3 hours for your nervous system to calm down before hitting the pillow. Create a relaxing wind-down ritual that signals to your brain it's time for deep rest, such as reading, light stretching, or meditation. This simple adjustment can profoundly improve your sleep quality and significantly reduce those frustrating nighttime awakenings. Engaging in stimulating activities too close to bedtime can disrupt your brain's ability to achieve deep sleep, making you more susceptible to nighttime urination awakenings. 4. Reclaiming your nights. Simple adjustments, profound results. After enduring countless interrupted nights, many seniors feel a deep sense of resignation, believing that frequent nighttime urination is just an unchangeable burden of aging. You might feel trapped, endlessly searching for a miracle pill or complex treatment, without realizing the most impactful solutions might be within your daily control. The profound truth is, you don't need radical overhauls or expensive interventions. Simply adjusting the timing and approach to your personal routine can profoundly recalibrate your body's signals, offering a surprising path to unbroken sleep. Think of your body's systems as having natural wind-down cycles. Just as you wouldn't do a strenuous workout right before bed, engaging in stimulating activities too close to sleep can keep your pelvic muscles tense and your nervous system on high alert. By shifting your routine to earlier in the day, say the morning or late afternoon, you give your body ample time to return to a relaxed state before sleep. This allows the pelvic floor muscles to fully decompress, reduces nerve sensitivity around the bladder, and lets your brain transition smoothly into deeper, more restorative sleep cycles. It's not about giving up a natural part of your life. It's about strategic scheduling for optimal physiological harmony. Failing to make these simple yet impactful timing adjustments means you continue to unknowingly sabotage your own sleep. You'll remain caught in the cycle of interrupted nights, chronic fatigue, and the creeping anxiety of knowing another restless night awaits. This robs you of your energy, blunts your focus, and dims your enjoyment of daily life, leaving you feeling perpetually exhausted and less like yourself. The true cost is the erosion of your vitality and quality of life, all from a habit that can be easily optimized. Consider Steve, a vibrant 75-year-old who was on the verge of giving up golf because his constant exhaustion from nightly bathroom trips made him too tired to play. He'd tried everything from dietary changes to various supplements. It was his daughter, a physical therapist, who suggested he simply shift his private time from right before bed to his morning routine. The change was almost immediate. Within a few weeks, Steve was sleeping through the night, energized and back on the golf course, realizing a simple timing adjustment had restored his sleep and his passion for life. The key to reclaiming your nights lies in mindful timing. Experiment with shifting your personal routine to earlier in the day, perhaps in the morning or early afternoon. This allows your pelvic region and nervous system to fully relax and settle long before you try to sleep, paving the way for undisturbed, restorative rest. Adjusting the timing of your personal routine to earlier in the day is a simple yet powerful way to reduce nighttime urination and significantly improve sleep quality. Conclusion and call to action. Today we've shined a light on a hidden connection. Your nighttime urination woes might stem not from aging kidneys, but from unseen pelvic tension and misfiring nerve signals, often exacerbated by the timing and intensity of your private routines. Understanding this allows you to reclaim your sleep, moving beyond the frustrating cycle of interruptions to truly restorative rest. Don't let a hidden habit silently steal your precious sleep and vitality. You now have the insight to make a simple, powerful change that can transform your nights and, by extension, your days. Embrace this knowledge, listen to your body's signals, and empower yourself to enjoy the deep, uninterrupted sleep you deserve. What's the one small adjustment you'll make to your evening routine starting tonight to reclaim your sleep? Share your commitment in the comments below. Your courage to change inspires our entire community. And if this video brought you clarity and hope, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Top Senior Health, and hit that notification bell. Let's build a foundation for truly restful nights together.